Welcome to the Pixelberry Choices podcast, and today we're going to be talking about chapter 13 of Queen Bee Book 2. And I was blown away by this chapter. I mean, last couple of chapters have been absolute awesome and mind-blowing, and not just only the story itself, but very small details, little conversations, like it's hilarious. I mean, somewhere when Liam says that he's not actually blonde, or Ford is eating all the everything in refrigerator of our main character, and various other small tidbits, basically some sexual jokes and stuff. And Chloe, how she comments on things in a dumb way that makes it even funnier, and the specific way of writing that is like someone's roasting everyone. It's just a wild whirlwind, and a wild, like someone just opened the door and everything's coming out at the same time. It's just amazing. So let's get started with the main thing on our plate. And as of last chapter, we got Lexi on the hit list, and then we see that Belvoir has been overrun by nerds, and nerds have overtaken, and Belvoir is now completely under their control, and the top 15ers are locked out of their dorm room, and it's totally ruled by them. So the chapter starts as usual, posts on the T saying how our main character almost got expelled and how we exposed Lexi, but then suddenly there was an error, so someone hacked into the T, and it's now run by the nerds, aka X's minions. So we see very dramatic things at first. Some skater guy getting trashed by a nerd because they have drones everywhere in the campus, and they're manipulating top 15ers or one of the football jock, and they have leash around him, and they're literally treating them like a dog, an animal. And then we see Celine is also one of the nerds, but she actually cares for Ford, and Ford is also fanning Celine and other nerds and nobodies. But then we see Liam there, and then the drone attacks Ford, but Celine actually shifts side and she runs away with Ford, and everyone runs after her. And then we also see Liam helpless because someone can expose that Liam is not actually blonde, and he actually dyes his hair and stuff, and he never has a chest hair. He shaves it clean, and all this dilemma we see. Then we go to the room and we squeeze through the window, and we are sleeping in the clubhouse. It's a really big dilemma for our main character in the top 15ers. And we talk to the top 15ers, Chloe, Trixie, and others, and that was also a fun how someone is hacking into their tablets and everything, and exposing dirty details and secrets about them on the website, like the very weird fanfic of Chloe. Then we're trying to come up with a strategy, and we hear that there's a town hall like convention where the X is going to be revealed, and the last minion, and all the nerds are going there. So you'll be given this option to dress and wear a glass to sort of seem like a nerd and to blend into the nerds group, and you will do well. A lot of people's respect will win, and then someone will be stopping you from going in, but you will get your way, and you will also get to kick in there some very specific nuts as they explained. It was hilarious. Cordonian nuts. Oh. And then we get inside. We think we will see X, but we neither see X nor the minion or the hacker who's actually doing everything. But we see a phone, a 2020 iPhone on a sort of a chair, I think. And there's a computerized voice of the X. So X is not revealing themselves yet. And we see the whole room full of people getting manipulated by the X. And then we can take part in a diamond scene, and we'll see we can overturn X's agendas. And we will take questions from them, and X will also answer, but we will get to sort of show these people that X doesn't really care for them. All X really wants is to defeat our main character, and they are just using these nerds and nobodies as a means to get to us. We also say that we have failed. We may have not heard the nobodies and nerds, but that's a mistake, and our main character accepts the mistake, and this will never happen again. But we are actually ready to listen, and X is not going to do that. So finally, if you play your cards right, everyone will turn on X, and X will be completely defeated, and we'll just end the call on the phone, and we'll drop it to the floor, and all the nerds and nobodies will be on our side, and we'll finally be making a truce with them, so they will end the lockdown, and they will they will sort of let us go to our rooms, and the whole crazy thing won't be there. And also the dean, who was about to expel us, the dean seemed really unhappy with the takeover of the campus by the nerds. As she explains, when the dumb ones ruled the place, it was at least better. But with these nerds ruling over this place, this is absolute chaos, and some boosters were to come. So the dean wanted us to clear the mess and fix this situation, so we will not be expelled. So finally, after fixing the situation, we can also top the ranking between against Poppy and X, and also Dean will forgive us and will not expel us as it seems at the moment. And then we'll sort of strategize in our room with the top 15ers and Zoe, and we'll see Ford emptying our fridge and having some debates and arguments. So we will tell them to focus on this because it's for everyone, and we'll try to find out who this hacker could be, and then we will call the person who runs the tea, and we'll hack into the group chat where Michael was first found, remember, and we will finally find a username, and we will link it with a game because they love a chess game, and then we'll finally find the person. We'll go to the chess room, and there's someone who will be live streaming chess games, and this is the person, the last person who is X's minion. And we will learn that how she planned everything against us, and this is the hacker, by the way. So we will listen to their stories that X and they became good friends, and X was also a nobody, and this hacker is a loner, and all she wanted was to make friends, but she never made any friend except X. So she helped X to take down the elites and all the abusers who use their power and who don't make friends with the nobodies and nerds and loners, and just use them to increase their ranking and stuff. So we finally exposed this hacker, but hacker thought X is their friend, but then we ask them to check the conversation, and we see that X has literally ratted on them too, and on this hacker girl, and X has removed her from the conversation because every time we find one of X's minions, X removes that minion. So that just proved that this girl is treated as a minion by X and not as X's friend. So this girl gets heartbroken, but she doesn't want anything to do, and this time, instead of adding her to hit list, we will get to add to the hit list, but instead of exposing her, we can actually make truce and use her on our side. Zoe will tell us that, and in the diamond scene you can actually do that. So in this diamond scene we will play a game of chess, and we will defeat her, and also we will make her see that how it would be beneficial, and how we will also bring the dilemma between Zoe and our main character in book 1, and how we overcome that. So we will say to her that she will be making friends, and she will also help us, and she will join our forces. She will be our ally, and she will tell us that Persephone Dalton, who we thought was the hacker, is not actually the hacker, but she is actually X. Then we come back to our room, we're pacing, we are worried, then we see a seal, probably some invitation from the Apoidia, but this time nothing too informative or how this final battle or final takedown is going to happen. It says it's going to happen, but not much on that. But we see on the wall there is a knife that is on the wall, and someone vandalized our room, pillows, and some threats are there written on the wall with some lipstick, stick, I guess, and then we will see how this plays out in the next chapter, because someone clearly entered our room and vandalized it with warning that X is going to probably ruin us, and we know that Persephone Dalton is the X. So how is everything going to turn out? It's going to be really interesting. I have some theories that some people are saying that the Dean is X. In that case, I don't really see how the Dean can write like a 20 years girl or boy. Maybe Dean is related to Persephone Dalton, because Poppy destroyed Persephone Dalton. So maybe they're their aunt or someone who's trying to take revenge on behalf of her. Or if Celine, a lot of people saying, is Persephone Dalton, then she has to go through plastic surgery. Otherwise, it's impossible she's Persephone Dalton, because these two chicks look completely different, and looks can change over 2 or 3 years. Yeah, in 10 years it can change, but 2 or 3 years without plastic surgery, it's impossible. So there are lots of factors in here. We will see what happens. But let me know what you think in the comments. Let me know in the comments what you think. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this and your theories. But this is definitely getting interesting from here on out. And what will happen next? Who vandalized it? Who exits? So we have all the minions down. Chapter 14, 15, 16. 3 more chapters left. And I don't think this book is going to get a book 3, because this is a senior year. Because at one point, when we were making Truce with the Nerds, we said we'll make a council. So supreme power won't be held by the Queen Bee from now on. But this is not our problem, because this is our senior year. We'll be leaving college, and afterward, whoever becomes Queen Bee, it's their problem. So I think it's going to be the end of the book. But if that is to happen, there's going to be major drama ahead. There are a lot of people involved. Let's see who is who. And will Zoe, Chloe, or Veronica, Liam, will they rat us? We'll see. And what will happen of Poppy? Because I have a theory here. I think it is a battle between X and MC. But did you guys notice how... Did you guys really notice how Poppy is there in the list, even though Poppy is not doing much? So I think when we rat out X, and when we get finally X and we defeat X, finally, just like Duffy or Rebecca, Poppy is going to claim victory by sabotaging one last time and doing something, and it may end on a cliffhanger. Then and we can go for a book 3 with Poppy holding the supreme power by hook or crook. She can reach there when X is down, or when we're too busy with X, she's seizing this opportunity to build something big against us. I mean, anything can happen. I'm excited for this, and this is getting really interesting. Let me know in the comments what do you think. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, peace out.